Good morning everyone. We are here to discuss about the performance-based assessment task. So performance-based assessment. It is a direct and systematic observation of the actual performance of the students based on predetermined performance criteria. Then, according to Grunland, Lin and Miller 2009, there are two kinds of performance-based tasks: the restricted response and the extended response performance task. So, the question number two is, what are the different kinds of performance-based assessment? Explain each briefly. So, restricted response performance task. So, a performance task, also restricted response performance task, is a performance task that is highly structured with a limited scope. The instructions are more focused and the limitations are always indicated. So example, writing one page of summary of the class outreach program, demonstrating how to set up cooking utensils, delivering a 2-minute campaign speech, and constructing a bar graph of the scores of 50 students in the statistics quiz. So the concept learning outcomes. The students has the ability to construct a graph, read a story aloud, type an application letter, and use engineering instruments. So there are advantages when the teacher limits the scope of the task. So the advantages are, it is easy to relate to a particular learning outcome or learning objectives. Mm. Then the administration is easy and the output is easier to evaluate. Then there are also disadvantages. So the disadvantages is to prevent the students from demonstrating their abilities and skills with comprehensive, poorly structured problems in the real world.
Ayo, naitaw. Nag-video call lagi ni. Ay,
So the second one is the extended response performance task. So it is a type of performance task that is less structured in a broader scope. So the example is students conducting a thesis and then presenting and defending their findings in front of the panel of judges, rewrite a poem after being criticized by the teacher. Then the concept learning outcomes is that the students has the ability to write a thesis, create a regression model, repair a television, organize ideas, make an oral presentation about research, and lastly is to collect, analyze, and infer data. So when the teacher uses extended response performance, the teacher can obtain better information about the student's ability to identify the crucial point of a problem, to gather and integrate information for solving it, and to provide original and well-supported information.
So some extended response performance tasks combine all the three types of performance tasks such as problem solving, communication skills, and psychomotor skills that results a product such as first one. So the preparation and the delivery of the speech to persuade people to take action to protect the environment. So writing a computer program in beginner, so all purpose symbolic instruction code basic will sort a list of word alphabetically. So designing and carrying out an investigation to estimate the acceleration of a falling object such as a baseball. And last one, describing the procedure used presenting the collected and analyzed data and starting your conclusion. Okay, so question number 3. When do we use performance-based assessments? So we need to use performance-based assessment or based test when we want to measure the learning of competency of a student. Through this, we can assess the performance of the student that represent a set of strategies demonstrating skills by actual performance or a certain task is needed in order for the teacher to help the student improve. What are the things that they need to improve? So we will use performance-based assessment if we want to measure their like the learnings of the student, and if they've learned a lot or something, and sometimes this is like the basis on how to correct or give additional information if needed. Because example, when the teacher applied extended learning, uh, extended performance, so sometimes student need to give their like stock knowledge or own like what they've learned from the lesson. So this is like a great test in order for the teacher to um, give feedback. So, so that's all for
Okay.
today's.
Thank you for listening, guys.